Imagine standing atop a remote hillside surveying mountains and valleys. Rome needs water, and you're the engineer responsible for finding it. The emperor expects results. If the aqueduct fails, cities go thirsty. Your reputation, and perhaps your life, depends on stone and gravity. First challenge: locating the source. You hike through forests and rocky terrain to find a spring high in the Apennines. Sweet trickle. A cold mountain spring bursts from rock, a gift from the gods. You measure flow and elevation by eye and string. There's no GPS, just rods, chains, chorobates, and your instincts. One mistake in gradient. Hundreds of miles of stone could become useless. Back in camp, you sketch rough maps on wax tablets by twilight firelight. Gravity must guide every inch of the path ahead. Your aqueduct must descend gently, no more than a few feet per mile. Any steeper, and the water builds pressure and can destroy it. You select a path weaving across hillsides toward the city. The valley routes mean beautiful arches, but expensive labor and stone. You report back to the city. The Senate listens in marble silence. The cost is high, but Rome cannot live without water. Approval is granted. Funding is released. Now begins the true test. Construction through mountains, forests, and marshes, all by hand. Stone must be quarried and shaped with chisels and muscle. You've hired dozens of skilled men from distant provinces to help you build. You use pozzolana, a volcanic ash, to make waterproof Roman concrete. It has to be perfected, or the water will seep and erode everything. To cross valleys, arches are built. Each stone is placed by hand. No mortar in most joints. Just physics and the arch's perfection. Temperatures rise. Heat makes the labor overwhelming. You must keep the pace without killing the crew. Fatigue leads to deadly collapses. You navigate treacherous terrain. Carts topple on steep hills. Roads turn to mud. Precision does not come easily with nature in charge. You build tunnels through mountains by fire and pickaxe. Workers risk collapse daily as earth is chipped away by lamplight and hope. Two tunnel teams dig from opposite ends. If your calculations are wrong, the tunnels never meet. Failure isn't just expensive, it's humiliating. Then, the sound of stone cracking. The two tunnel teams meet, slightly misaligned but fixable. The crew cheers. You exhale for the first time in days. You use lead pipes to carry water across short spans. But lead is pricey and controversial, even among Roman elites. Where pipes won't do, you use siphons, uphill and down again, inverting gravity with air pressure tricks the Greeks theorized centuries earlier. The construction takes years. Bridges crumble, tunnels flood, arches collapse. Each time you rebuild, learning something the ancients forgot to write down. Your hair grays. The aqueduct stretches across the landscape, your marble spine from mountain to city. Each segment a victory over nature. Now test it. You break a dam at the spring and pray gravity carries water the full distance to the city basin. A trickle becomes a flow. It gurgles across stone. Water rides the gentle slope you designed, and it works. The city will live. The aqueduct ends in the Castellum, Rome's water fortress. From here, every domus, bath, and fountain gets its share. Water flows into the public baths. Steam rises. Citizens relax together, all unaware of the years of labor behind the warm pools. Fountains erupt at crossroads. Neighborhood shrines are bathed in fresh water. Rome celebrates, yet no one sees your name on a monument. You inspect the system monthly. Algae must be scrubbed, sediments removed. One blockage, and the whole city could run dry within days. Earthquakes, mudslides, vandalism. Each year brings fresh danger to your masterpiece, requiring constant vigilance and repairs. Other engineers come to study your work. You lecture with pride, but guard your methods. Your gradient secrets are worth their weight in silver. A decade passes. You've built a legacy in limestone and water, But Rome's thirst is unending, and they ask you to do it again. So you return to the mountains. Different spring. Same mission. Can you outthink nature again with just rope and reason? The first surveyor falls ill. Then the carpenter breaks his arm. You adjust schedules and keep morale up. You're part engineer, part commander. Your crew uncovers ruins beneath the new aqueduct path. An older system thought lost. Did another engineer build here centuries ago? You preserve what you can, rerouting your aqueduct line slightly. Rome builds on its past, literally and figuratively. Rain delays, stolen tools, and merchant corruption plague progress. As always, engineering is as much politics as mathematics. At night, by lantern light, you review plans alone, thinking always 20 miles ahead. You dream in slopes and angles now. Years pass. Children you once cradled now build arches at your command. You've become part of the landscape you once conquered. Once more, the water flows. Another aqueduct finished, another city bathed. You wonder, will anyone remember the man behind the water? The aqueduct of the future, newer, bigger, longer, waits in the minds of young engineers. You pass them your notebooks. Your legacy continues.